Hello everyone, this is JC De Guzman of Equalist Analytics. Today is October 2nd, 2019, Wednesday, and I am here preparing you for the next trading day on Thursday, October 3rd. So this is now our daily video for short-term traders like you. Let me give you my three reminders before we jump to the first stock in our list. Number one, like what I've mentioned, this video is for short-term trading purposes only. Number two, request for the stock's latest trade and volume distribution and true market sentiment charts in our private clients forum before you push the buy button. And lastly, before you do a test buy or enter a new position, make sure that the 10 SMACD combo is valid, the momentum power indicator is bullish, and that you're satisfied with your reward to risk ratio before you do a test buy. And that's what I taught you. During the Evergreen Strategy in Trading and Investing in the Philippine Stock Market seminar. So let's jump to the first stock in our list. We got San Miguel, Food and Beverage, FB. It closed today at 91.8. It's at the brink of breaking below the support at 89.35. Resistance is near 102.8. It's a green volume bar that is higher than the 50% of FB's 10-day volume average. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 1.65 million pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is valid, risk level is low, and the last price is higher than the VWAP and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. That makes a bullish momentum power indicator. However, the true market sentiment is bearish. Now, as far as our technical buy indicators are concerned, you have the technical go signal to top up within the dominant range if your trailing stop has not been hit yet. If you are planning to enter a new position, don't forget what I mentioned in the introduction, you must calculate your reward to risk ratio first. If you are satisfied with your triple R, then you can go ahead and position within the dominant range, do a test buy. Okay, so now next, after FB, we got green. It closed today in the green zone at 2.49. The 10 MACD combo is no longer valid because MACD dove below the signal line. The last volume bar is green, and it's higher than the 50% of green's 10-day volume average. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 1.38 million pesos. Risk level is low, and the last price is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. Despite the invalid 10 SMACD combo, it's a bullish momentum power indicator, and gladly the true market sentiment agrees with the MPI as well. It's a bullish TMS. So, if your trailing stop has not been hit yet and you still have green, you can go ahead and top up within the dominant range. If you regard yourself as an experienced trader, why? Because the 10 SMACD combo is invalid. Now, if you don't regard yourself as an experienced and a disciplined trader, at least for now, then I suggest that you wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become valid. Therefore, you are better off holding your position for now, so don't top up yet. If you are planning to enter a new position, I suggest that you wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become valid. Only if you are a disciplined and an experienced trader, and if you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio, should you push through on your plan of entering a new position. Otherwise, wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become valid, and when that happens, make sure that you recalculate your reward to risk ratio and recheck if the momentum power indicator is still bullish when that happens. Okay, after green, we got VITA. It closed today at 1.2. Support is at 1.06. Resistance is at 1.4. The 10 MACD combo is not yet valid because MACD is still busy moving below the signal line. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 1.25 million pesos. Take note that VITA is still busy traversing the downtrend channel. The risk level is already moderate, and the last price is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. All in all, that's a bullish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment or the mood of the top 10 brokers is neutral today. Now, if you happen to have a position in VITA and if you're still holding on to it, just because your trailing stop has not been hit yet, I suggest that you hold your position for now. Don't top up because the 10 MACD combo is still invalid. And if you are planning to enter a new position, you are also better off waiting for the 10 MACD to become valid. And of course, for you to have an attractive reward to risk ratio. So make sure that you recalculate your triple R when the 10 MACD combo becomes valid. So after VITA, we got CNPF. It closed today at 14.6. Just like the previous stocks, it's still busy traversing the downtrend channel. Support is at 14.3, resistance is at 15.5. Foreign investors registered a net foreign buying worth 3.72 million pesos. The last volume bar is green and it's higher than the 50% of CNPF's 10-day volume average. The 10 SMACD combo is it's valid. Risk level is low and the last price is higher than the VWAP and the dominant range is, well, let's see. Where is it? Unfortunately, it's closer to the intraday low than the intraday high, meaning to say it's a bearish momentum power indicator. It's agreeing with the invalid 10 MACD combo, and the true market sentiment is neutral. So it's still more likely for the downtrend to continue. Take note that CNPF must break above at least 15 pesos per share to officially move out of the downtrend channel. So it's still more likely for the price to bounce away once it hits the upper band or upper area of this downtrend channel right here, this inclined line here. So this downtrend line, I mean. So if you have a position on CNPF, I suggest that you take a look at your trailing stop. Maybe it's time for you to adjust the percentage of risk applied in calculating your trailing stop. So be on a risk-averse mode. Don't top up yet. Okay, be very vigilant on your trailing stop. It's more likely for the downtrend to continue in the case of CNPF. If you don't have a position in CNPF, well, tap yourself on the back because I am not going to recommend doing a test buy, at least for now. There are no technical buy signals. So next, we got tech. It closed today at 9.04. Support is at 2.34. Oh yes, you heard it right. It's quite deep. And resistance is at 9.86. Foreign investors' participation is insignificant, so let's skip that value. The 10 SMACD combo is invalid. And risk level is already high. Newbie traders are listening. This is not for you. This is not a newbie-friendly stock anymore. Okay, so the 10 SMACD combo is invalid, and the last volume bar is green, and it's higher than the stocks, higher than the 50% of Tech's 10-day volume average. But let's take a look. Is the last price higher than the VWAP? Yes, it is. How about the dominant range? Is it closer to the intraday high than the intraday low? Yes, it is. So, despite the invalid 10 SMACD combo, it's a bullish momentum power indicator, but the true market sentiment is neutral. So there was no strong appetite to buy the dips also in the case of tech. Because of the invalid 10 SMACD combo, I suggest that you cancel the plan of doing a test buy on tech. And if you happen to have tech, and up until now, it only means one thing. It only means you are not following our evergreen strategy because there has been no strong technical buy signals on tech since when? Since at least since November last year. Oh yeah, you heard me right. It's November last year. So you're better off capping your losses in the case of tech if you happen to have it. Next is BDO. It closed today at 137 pesos per share. Support is at 123.9. Resistance is at 141.85. It broke below the previous support, which is now the acting immediate resistance, 141.85. So foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 146.44 million pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is no longer valid. It's a red volume bar, so it goes without saying that it's already a bearish momentum power indicator. Risk level is low. The last price is lower than the VWAP. Oh well, It's a bearish momentum power indicator indeed, and the true market sentiment is neutral. So if you still have BDO, it only means you're not following a trailing stop. So I suggest that you respect your trailing stop. Okay? Don't top up. Don't average down. There's nothing worthy to be topped up in the case of BDO as of today's price action. And if you are planning to enter a new position, cancel that plan. There are no technical buy signals. You heard my analysis already. So next is URC. URC closed today at 145 pesos per share. Support is at 136.35. Resistance is at 152.4. And foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 62.63 million pesos. It's a red volume bar. The 10 MACD combo is invalid. Risk level is low. And the last price is lower than the VWAP. Even though the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low, the other elements of our momentum power indicator are already invalid or bearish. So it's all in all, it's a bearish momentum power indicator coupled with the invalid 10 MACD combo. The true market sentiment is bullish, but I suggest don't mimic yet the mood or the stance of the majority of the top 10 brokers today, because they got millions if not billions in their pockets. Okay, it's even plural pockets. All right, so in our case, let's wait for the 10 MACD combo and the momentum to become valid and for the momentum power indicator to become bullish before we enter a new position. The downtrend is still more likely to retest the support at 136.35. So after URC, let's go to ICT. It closed today at 115.5. Support is at 103.35. Resistance is at 120.2. And it's an invalid 10 MACD combo. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 88.45 million pesos. It's a red volume bar. Risk level is low. And the last price is lower than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. All in all, it's a bearish momentum power indicator, even though the true market sentiment is bullish, like what I mentioned with BDO and the previous talks. Don't imitate the mood of the top 10 brokers yet. It's enough for us to know that they would like to buy the dips, but let's allow them to to make the 10 MACD combo to become valid and for the momentum power indicator to become bullish until such time that our buy indicators become valid and bullish respectively. Then we should not be rushing in terms of trading ICT. Okay, so it's not over yet. The downtrend is still more likely to continue. So let's be on a wait and see mode. And let's see if these bullish top 10 brokers can reverse the direction of the stock. And hopefully by the time, our technical buy indicators will be valid and bullish already. All right, but for now, do nothing. And if you happen to have a position in ICT because your trailing stop has not been hit yet, I won't believe you, because your trailing stop should have already been hit when it was somewhere around above 135. Okay, or above 130. So cut your losses. Okay, unless your trailing stop has not been truly hit yet. So next is Meralco. Meralco closed today at 357 pesos per share. Support is at 350. Resistance is at 399. So foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 16.3 million pesos. The 10 MACD combo is invalid. It's a red volume bar. Risk level is low. The last price is lower than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. It's a bearish momentum power indicator, and the true market sentiment agrees to that also. So no top-up signal, no buy signal. Cancel any plan of entering a new position in Meralco. And by now, by the looks of this chart, none of you should have Meralco for short-term trading purposes. After Meralco, we move on to PHEN. PHEN closed today at 2.12. Support is at 1.9. Resistance is at 2.2. The 10 SmackD combo is no longer valid. It has been invalid for a while already. It's a red volume bar. Foreign investors' participation is not significant, so let's skip that number. Risk level is moderate, and the downtrend the downtrend is very strong, as verified by the DMI and ADX chart right here. The last price is lower than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. It's a bearish momentum power indicator, even though the true market sentiment is contrarian. It's a bullish TMS. So let's see if the top 10 brokers will be able to bring back the position of PHEN above 2.2 in the last 2 trading days of the week. And when that happens, let's see if our 10 SmackD combo will become valid and if our momentum power indicator becomes bullish. But until then, hold your position, or I mean, don't enter a new position. And if your trading stop has not been hit yet, you are better off reducing the percentage of risk applied in calculating your trailing stop. Sell if you must. In tranches, if you can sell everything at once, because analysis-wise, technical analysis-wise, the downtrend is still more likely to continue. So that's the last stock in tonight's video. So again, I'd like to invite you to attend the next seminar, especially those Davao-based subscribers, or if you have some friends from Davao who are not subscribers of Equilist Analytics, invite them. Invite them to come with you in this in-person Evergreen Strategy Seminar in Davao on October 26. Check the schedule on our website and then click on seminars. Make sure that you register. If you are a subscriber, you have an allocated discounted percentage, a discounted ticket if you are a subscriber. Okay? So I'll see you in Davao on October 26, Saturday, from 10 in the morning until 5 in the afternoon. All right? Again, my name is JC De Guzman, your mentor here at Equilist Analytics. As always, remember, always be evergreen. Bye for now.